Hey, 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 good evening. Welcome to my secondary channel, the number one grind, real talk. Tonight, I will. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. I see you. I see you. You okay, 12 hours. Yeah, she gonna chop it up with me. I mean, we gonna chop it up each other on the darkest round table, the one and only 12 vows. Let me read this out. Just remember, us as the righteous ones, we are still winners. That's the real, the number one grinder. And so let me get this out. I just messed with y'all. But y'all go and hear some stuff that you don't know. But after this intro, Bebop. All right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got the one and only 12 Valves in the building. 12 Valves will chop it up with me on the Darkness Roundtable. Finally got it, y'all. We finally got it. You gonna mute your mic on 12 Valves and introduce yourselves, please.
Hello, everybody. My name is 12 Bells, and that's the name of my channel. You can all call me 12. I am so happy to be with you tonight. I've known Grinder on these YouTube streets for over a year, so I'm very excited that I have been invited to the table talk.
You're so nice. Thank you. Thank you. Now, and let me tap into that. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Do you want to hear some music? 12 hours.
Or whatever mood you want to make, I have no problem. I'm just a guest.
I'm trying to make it feel good. You gotta work with me here. You gotta work with me here. You want to hear some music? I can give you some night. You gonna do the picking. You gonna pick the music out, and then we gonna get this to how this sound to you like that. Like that. Hot 12.
That's all good.
That sound good?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Okay, let me try this one out first. You like this one or the other one? Huh?
I don't hear anything.
You don't hear nothing?
Not right now. The first one I heard, but I don't hear anything right now.
I hear the other one. Let me see. You hear this one? You gotta unmute your mic.
Yeah, I hear it. No, I
Okay.
hear it if my mic is muted.
Okay. Then don't mute your mic. What about this one again?
That's the one Sheila E uses.
We
You know
ain't
Sheila
using
E uses that one.
we ain't using no Shirley. We gonna just
Yeah. Yeah, Sheila E uses that one. So the other one. Yeah.
okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly. You hear me
Okay.
good?
Yes, I can hear you real good. Okay.
Okay, great.
Now, again, welcome to my channel. This is my secondary channel. The number one grinder, real talk, better known as the number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube, the best in the business. Welcome, brother Polo. His channel, Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment. I want you to go subscribe to that. Also, I want you to subscribe to 12,000 too. And we gonna chop it up. So that means let me explain to people what it is. A chop up means that we're gonna chop it up on the table. That means that it's not an interview. That means that 12 hours. Also, she's gonna ask questions about me, and I'm looking for you to ask questions about me. 12 hours too. Okay. So, but she is the special. She is the guest tonight. So most is gonna be on her, but she's gonna ask questions about me too. So let's get it going. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. Finally, I'm doing a chop up with you. So you
Yeah,
excited? I'm
finally.
excited.
I'm excited. Yeah.
I'm excited too. I thought you was gonna show up.
I don't know why I'm on time.
Yeah. I was trying to get in touch with you and everything. I hope you bring some of your people over here.
And my phone was dead because remember I told you that that's why I needed you to put him on all of the social
Mhm.
media platforms because my phone dies.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So
Okay.
that's why you wasn't able to reach me earlier because I did not have energy on any of my devices. But
Mm.
I'm up and ready right now though.
Okay,
I
I
made
hope
sure
you.
I was ready for you.
Okay. Oh, wait for me. I
I
like
can
that.
see the comment section and I am on the panel. Yes, I'm sitting at the table with you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank
And
you.
I did share this in my community tab. So
Okay, good. So
this
they
is
go.
on my community tab because people usually come over to my community tab to see what I'm doing because I haven't been doing anything on my channel because I finished my Black History Month
Mhm.
series. Happy Black History Month to everyone.
Okay, okay. Now, there, you know that I post you a story in your text, but don't worry about it. You know,
Yeah,
I
I
we,
didn't see it. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you about it in a few minutes. So,
Okay, great.
you know, I'll tell you more about it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Greatly glad you're here. Now, um, where you born and raised at?
Well, I was born in Oxford, Germany, because I'm an army brat, and I was
Okay.
raised in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, and in Fort Greene, Brooklyn.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Oh, BK, yeah. See, BK, BK,
Brooklyn
yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
house. Yeah.
BK, my hometown, BK. Mm.
Mine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. Great. Okay. So what? So what? Do you know what age that you moved to Brooklyn? I could,
I was like around two.
so
I was one,
most of your,
like one, around
okay.
one.
Oh, one. So
And my brother was a newborn.
oh your mother. Oh, so you have a brother.
My brother passed away, but I did have a brother.
Oh, okay. I'm smart. Our condolences to the
Thank you.
our condolences. We really sorry to hear about that. Really sorry. About that. My brother would have been real proud of you. Your parents, both parents living.
Yes.
Yeah, both parents living. Now, before we continue, you can ask me questions about me too. Okay.
Okay.
I want you to do that. Okay. All right. Also, your school, the elementary school. Do you went to elementary school, junior high school in Brooklyn?
I went to elementary and junior high school in Brooklyn, and then I
Okay.
went to high school in Manhattan.
All right. What's the elementary school you went to?
I went to 67, which is in Fort Greene.
Oh, I know what's that. That's right off of St. Edward Street, right?
Yes, yes.
I know what's that. I know
And
what's that.
now
Yeah.
it's been changed due to the fact that um, we have charter schools. So
Yes.
yes, so the charter schools have taken over that particular school now. What school did you
Wow.
go to?
The school I went to,
Yeah, elementary
I
school.
went to PS9. I went to PS50. Now I went to PS9, PS56, PS3, PS305. Then I went to junior high school 117, and I went to 294. Then I went to Alexander Hamilton High School. Then I got transferred to Eli Whitney.
Okay, so you went to a lot
All,
of
all,
schools.
all, all in Brooklyn. Now I did got accepted to Julia Richmond
Okay.
in the city. Now what happened for that? I always thought my parents didn't want me to go. No, what happened was the board of ed messed up my transcript to junior high school.
Oh, I'm
They
sorry.
messed it up. They thought I didn't. They thought I didn't pass, but I did pass the test for Julia Richmond, and I knew, and I could have wouldn't did there because at the same year when I graduated junior high school, my my old basketball coach, my first one, old basketball, he was coaching Julia Richmond. He was getting ready to coach Julia Richmond, and that would have been like good.
So what, you was gonna go to Julia Richmond for
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
sports?
yeah. I
For
was. No, no.
sports?
I was going to go for education and stuff like that. But so what happened was, I settled. See, what happened was, I could have went. You ever heard? I know you heard of Sarah J. Hell, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that was my zone school where I was living at. But I ain't want to get all my brothers and sisters went to Sarah J. Hell. That's me, as you know, me being different. I went to Alexander Hamilton.
Okay.
That was, they considered like a zone, another zone school, but it was a zone school, but it was not a zone school. So it was out the neighborhood. So I want to get away and stuff like that. Okay, thank you.
Uh,
That's the question you asked me. Now get back to you. Okay. So what high school you went to again?
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King. Oh, that's in the city. You like it? How you enjoy school? You know, how you enjoy elementary school, junior high school, and high school?
Well, I was bullied in school because I wasn't born in Brooklyn, and mostly everybody in my class was born in either Brooklyn
Hmm.
Hospital or Kings County. So when they would
Hmm.
do those icebreakers in school and they would
Hmm.
hear that I was born out of the country, it made people like target me. It just gave them a reason to target me. It was so horrible. And it was funny because you know, that like they didn't have any appreciation for Army brats, and I was the only Army brat in my class. The other person that was um, not born in Brooklyn was born in like another country. So they just like basically put me like in an immigrant status, and I was like in that, basically my whole time in school, because when I was in high school, they were still doing that kind of nonsense. So I used to really hang out more with the ESL kids.
Okay, that was in high school, right?
Yes.
What about elementary school and junior high school?
In elementary and junior high school, I just was bullied.
Oh, okay. All right, enough of that. All right. And what junior high school you went to again?
I went to I went to a satellite program, so I was in satellite.
So you would which one you went to? Satellite East or West?
Mine was called 4. I didn't have a East or West.
Oh, okay. Well, 'cause when I know of it, it was Satellite East and West. But that's all right. You was a brainiac. You were smart.
Well, I was tested for that, and I was accepted, but my mother didn't put me into that program.
Oh no? Okay.
No. But I did take the test where you do the oil paintings, and they put these glasses on and you go, I don't know if you're familiar with that test, but they always show it in movies, especially mental health. So for the gifted program, they give you that special test, and if you excel in it, then they try to remove you into another school.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, before I ask you a question about the college, your parents. Tell me more about how your parents is, your upbringing and stuff like that.
Mine or like, what do you mean? You said the upbringing, like mine or like
yours? Yeah, your upbringing, your parents, yes.
Well, they're both from Brooklyn, so they was very familiar with the area, and that's why I was able to acclimate with no problem. And my dad, he used to love to take us to the backyard, because we was in we used to live in Brownstone, and he used to introduce me and my brother into collecting lightning bugs, and that used to be so much fun. And my mother, she was very much into nature, so she used to take us to the park and talk about different trees. Like the weeping willow was my favorite tree.
Oh, okay.
And, she always read to us every night. One of my favorite books was a bunny book. There was a whole series. I don't remember it right now, but if it's a very popular collection of this very popular bunny, and I think they've made several movies about it. There's like a new animation level of it, because he wears this like blue jacket. It was so funny. And I did not see that movie because my son is not into bunnies. So, so my son has a different like upbringing than I did. So I don't really we don't really follow the same like pattern as I grew up with, but we do value reading.
Got you. Have you went to college?
Yes, I went to Kingsborough. In Brooklyn.
Kingsborough. Oh, wow.
What about you?
Brooklyn. I went to Toro College.
Okay. And we got Toros in like every borough, right? Which one?
I went to main campus. But that's when I was married, and I was married, and then the marriage didn't work out. Then years later, I went to Mega Everett.
Okay, I'm very familiar with Mega Evans. I used to go to concerts there.
Mega Evans was good. Mega Evans was very good.
Yes.
I
had a boyfriend that was there, so that's why I went there.
Huh?
I had a boyfriend that was in Mega Everett, so that's why I went to the campus.
Hey, yo, let me tell you, there's some good women at Mega Everett. They talk to black men. You too. Women too. They good. Well, don't tell no. That's tell about. Okay, now along the way, what was the college experience when when you went?
Oh, it was very good because I was like a peer counselor there, and I used to take people, freshmen on tour. And
Oh, okay.
uh, because I was a peer counselor, I was
Uh-huh.
um, like a student. I was like a part of student government, and
Uh-huh.
we would go out of state to go on retreats.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that I thought it was a really wonderful experience. Now remember, I was in Kingsborough, so I'm right there um, by Manhattan Beach.
Yeah, I
So
know. What's
they used to call the students there beach bunnies because we right there by the beach and stuff. So
yeah.
they had a really huge like aqua program or whatever. So it was a really laid back, great experience for me.
Yeah. And it's getting in the wintertime, it gets cold out there, y'all.
Yeah,
It's
I
it's
remember.
brutal. It's brutal out there and cold. But like the spring and summer, it's nice. And let me say this: Manhattan Beach was like connected to. It was a long boardwalk. You could walk on Manhattan Beach to Brighton Beach, then to Coney Island. So
Yes,
it was a long. The boardwalk was very long. It would stretch out to miles and stuff.
yes.
So yeah. So
Hey, so you know the area. You know the area. Yes.
I used to bowl out there. Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
I used to play in Kingsborough College, like when I was a teenager. We had tournaments out there in the summer. So I played in Kingsborough a few times up there. It's real nice too. Nice environment. Okay, now I know you're a mother, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're a mother. Okay, what it's like being a mother, black mother.
I've always had a wonderful experience with it. Because my son's father was very involved. So
Good.
we would go to Lamaze class together, and um, I had decided as I was in Lamaze class that I wanted to have my child natural, and I had my son at the Brooklyn Birthing Center. But we did check out different centers because I wasn't sure if I wanted to have a water birth or a natural birth. And so we went to Elizabeth Seton and in other places. And I was also a member of a women's group, which was Black Mothers. And we would meet. So I had a support group of Black mothers that supported me in my decisions on how I wanted to have my child. Because from a very young age, I wanted to have a natural birth. I saw a book where a African woman had a baby in the field, and I had wanted to have my child that way from that point. So
Okay, cool. And
yeah,
how old was your how? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
that's how I had him. I had him on my hands and my knees. That was in my most comfortable position, and so
Ooh,
that's how I
ooh.
had my child.
Ah.
It was very comfortable. So I had
Well,
it like a horse. You know how like horses have their children. That's how I had my child.
I'm glad I'm a man. Woo! Glad I'm a man. Glad I'm a man. Yo, shout out to brother pastor in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Now, how old is your son now?
He's 20.
He's grown man.
I have a yes. I have a man.
Yeah, grown man. He got good. No, he ain't grown man. He ain't got no grown man. He got grown man. Grown man. Grown man. Grown man. Grown man.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Now, you graduated out of college?
No, I did not.
That's all right. Well, you did college, so those is no problem. You gained experience. That's what happened. That's what counts. Now, to speed it up and everything, how you develop? Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Okay, you put God first, right?
Yes, I was
Good.
baptized like on at the age of 8.
Oh, you was? Okay.
Yeah, I
Baptized
was
you.
baptized. I think you should know the church. I was baptized at Bethany Baptist Church
Okay.
in Bedford Stuyvesant.
The best star. Yeah,
Yeah, I died. That's okay. That's where I was. I was raised until I was 9. Like I came to Fort Greene at 9.
Good. Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. Now, Now we got the spiritual belief. Okay. Now, what age that you have a develop of the politics beliefs of our
Um,
people? What
in
age
high
that
school.
you develop?
In high school, because in high school we had a I was a peer counselor in high school, and in high school they had a program where they was encouraging us to do volunteerism. So I was a candy striper first in Mount Sinai Hospital, and then from there, we was doing community work. So I had to um, do community service. And due to bullying in high school, they took me out of gym, and I did independent. I was able to like make credits by doing alternative things. And so that's how I got involved in the community. And it was really great because um, I was in Manhattan, and Manhattan is a great place to get into politics.
Mm, okay. Now, before we continue, I'm gonna let you know within the 30. I'll give you. I said the last. No, I said the next 20 minutes. I'm gonna ask y'all to put the questions in the chat, but not yet. Not yet. I'll let you know. Okay, so you'll put the I'll let you know when I say put the questions in the chat. That's what the question in the chat. But don't put no question in the chat. The Pat said. Okay, so thank you so much. Now, okay, now as you go along, learn about our people and stuff. As you, you know, most of your life is in New York, and me, right? They said this is the melting pot of the world, right?
Right.
And we understand it, but also explain to people, right, that we still suffer different types of racism, as you do talk about in your channel, because there is a misconception that we don't go through different types of racism in New York, and that's not true. So explain to people why this still happening and what you see, please.
Oh, definitely. So, from my experience, I found that um, one of the challenges I was having was how, um, when I transitioned to the school in Fort Greene, the children were they were very mean to me because they had stereotypes that they were
Yes.
following, and they used to always call me Oreo cookie and white girl, and they
Mm.
used to say, "Oh, you talk like a valley girl," and they used to do really ridiculous. I didn't experience that when I lived in a neighborhood where there were brownstones, right? So when I transitioned over to what people like to call the projects, the children that were in that public school were very um they were very they followed stereotypes that was ridiculous. Like they had identified that I read the New York Times every Sunday, which was something that my family encouraged me to do. And they was like, "Oh, only Oreo cookies read the New York Times." And it was just so
Mm.
the peer pressure and the name calling, which is only was from black people. Like I had predominantly black classmates in Brooklyn, so I was being bullied by my own peers. I didn't have to go to a school where there was non-blacks to be bullied. I was bullied by my own people for stupidness, and I had to um, I had to deal with it on a daily basis, and I had started becoming extremely stressed because of that, and I started to have migraines. And it was only
Mm.
because of stress levels due to being bullied. Like the kids like threw me into the closet, and they was just doing stuff all the time. It was just, and the teachers wasn't really doing anything, and I just really felt like I really had a clear, real, regular, like realization of ghetto-ness. Like I just thought they were so ghetto, and I had no interest in associating with people that was like ghetto. So
Yes.
I was very happy to go to a high school in Manhattan where we had the real melting pot, and you had all kind of students there. And that school that I went to, which was Martin Luther King, it was cultural. I was in a cultural program,
Mm-hmm.
and they were still um, doing. They had in that school, and I was in high school. The problem that I experienced there was territorial. So Brooklyn kids didn't like Manhattan kids, and Manhattan kids didn't like Brooklyn kids. So they would
Mm-hmm.
fight violently because you had people from other boroughs, and Manhattanites thought that Brooklynites were ghetto. Like it was just so ridiculous. And we had people from all boroughs going to that school, but the major fighting was between Brooklyn and Manhattan. And it was crazy. I mean, it was just, I was like, this is ridiculous. And it's all, trust me, it's all the same color. We all the same race. You didn't need to have white people or anything it was always inner issues. Always inner issues. It was so ridiculous. So when I went to college, that's when I started being integrated with white people. Like I started having interactions with white peers in Kingsborough, because in Kingsborough, that's where I met white people.
Got you. Okay, got you. Now, well, you can ask me questions wherever you need, but wherever you want. Let's keep it going. Now, when I first got to know you, say I met her. I met her through somebody. I forgot how I met you. I forgot. It was a dude. We was coursing through or by somebody else's channel or stuff like that.
We met me through Sheila E.
Sheila, Sheila
Yeah.
E. Yeah, Sheila
You reached
E.
out.
The quiet song.
You reached out to me via email.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So shout out to Sheila E and stuff like that.
Yep.
Oh, shout out to Sheila E. Shout out to you. Let's keep it going here. Now, when I first met you, we did bump heads a little, but I finally got to know you, and it was all good and everything. So we cool and everything. And let me ask you this question. I always want to ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
As we see in this space, we understand outside of space, outside of space, outside of space. So we ain't gonna talk about really outside of space because we already know. But inside the space, right? No, not the drummer. No, this is the. Let me clean this up. No, it's Sheila E. Quiet Storm, brother Khan. Sheila E. Quiet Storm. No, there's another. I gotta clear that up. I noticed that on your channel, as you hear, it's like the gender war is very thick. You know that, right? Black man go against black woman go against black man. But I noticed that when it's time to talk about the rights of the black man, you speak up very candidly.
Mm-hmm.
I could say that it is very forceful at times. You have to say, even as I see you talking on your channel, and even outside. And also, you actually show us. I already know in New York the constant disrespect of us black men, and also of our people, the disfranchised of programs that we supposed to have. They not showing it, and I see that you bringing this up. Now, explain to people why it's very important to bring those to talk about these issues, please.
Well, for me, it's very important because we all need to support each other. I believe in community, And so I have worked with many male-based groups. One of the male-based groups I worked with was Fatherhood Initiative Program. When I was working out in Brownsville in East New York,
Mm-hmm.
I worked with the Manhood Program, Man Up program with Catholic Charities, and I've worked with different agencies that worked on um, like cleaning criminal background records,
Mm-hmm.
so people can get people that was formerly incarcerated could get jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that um, it's still more that we can do as a community. So I try to make sure that I also add my voice to letting people know about these programs and initiatives, because one of the programs that I participated in was fathers to take their kids to school. And a
Mm.
lot of the fathers were complaining that the staff at the schools were being very negative to them. And I thought I never would have known that if we didn't have a forum where allowed men to come in. They would have father breakfasts, and um, it was a big initiative to make fathers feel included. So I have participated in programs like that, and that's why um, you hear me talk about those things, because it is something that I have worked with. Um, you know, I've been in those programs. I also worked with I worked with programs where we have um, male, just the body of the groups were male. So I worked with a trades program where we tried to make sure that the men in the public housing development in my area would get construction jobs. So I've done a lot of programs in the community working with young men as well as, middle-aged guys.
No. Okay. Now another question is that I noticed that you talking about health among women. Also men too, but you talk about women. Why is so important? Maybe it's a dumb question, but I'm going to answer it anyway. Why is so important that you show what you do, exercise and take your walks and stuff? Why is women health is so important?
Well, I believe that wellness is a very big issue. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't take care of yourself, then you're not going to be able to take care of your family. So I always try to make sure women understand that taking time out to get your fingernails done and get your feet done, any kind of relaxation is necessary so you can be able to clear your head and continue moving forward, because of the fact that stress is a killer. It is not going to um, help produce anything good in the family.
Mm-hmm.
And the more that you can identify things to help you not be overwhelmed
Okay.
is the best thing to do. So I have worked with mothers um, in a professional capacity, where I always made sure we had family events for the parents, and we had things for mothers to do
Mm-hmm.
on Mother's Day and on weekends. That was under the Office of Mental Health. So we would call it respite for the families. And we would have, I
Mm-hmm.
would run groups. I would run groups for 12-week periods. So we did 12-week cycle groups where I worked with women that were considered to be multi-stressed.
Okay. Now, all right. Now I noticed that too. That you again, you can ask me questions. Ask me questions. You any questions that you want to ask before we continue?
So, have you heard of any of those programs? Because they were all in Brooklyn for the men, which is the Man Up program, the Fatherhood Initiative program. Have you heard of any of them? 500 Men Making a Difference. All
I
those.
heard, I heard of it, but it wasn't that many because the money was not. To tell the truth, money was not really implement for the men. It was really scattered.
Okay.
Honest truth. It wasn't no advocate. It wasn't no advocacy for the men. You know, it was like so but that's what it is and everything. Welcome. The bigger, the harder they fall. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think that
You
must be
know,
Sunday.
yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, yeah.
Sunday or who, whatever the other name is that she likes to go with.
Unsubscribe. Yeah. Not tonight. Please, not tonight.
Ah.
Not tonight.
All is welcome, please go. Anyway, so when it comes to some of the men's initiatives or with any political people, like any politicians, have you worked with them?
Mm, not gonna say I had worked with them, but I know them. I got a award for Senator Beatty. This is when I was in junior high school, my second junior high school,
Okay.
and kind of find out they said he got cornered to some. Kind of find out years later he never did that. He was Senator Beatty. He was a part of the district when junior high school I was in. Also, then I got to know Dr. Henry Clark.
I don't know any of them.
Huh?
Who's Dr. Henry Clark?
He's one of the famous speakers. One of the famous speakers. You need to look him up. Very famous. You know, he talked about Africa and stuff that break down the history. One of the intelligence scholars in this world. You look him up. You know, he used to talk to in Harlem. So had
Oh, he's from Harlem. Okay.
in Harlem for years and stuff. I have a chance to meet. I know you heard of Dr. Francis Scott Crescent. You heard of
No.
her? No. She also very very famous. So had that and everything. Um, um, I talk. This is when I was in New York. I was with the ex. I talked to oh man, um, oh man, well it slipped my mind, but Black Action Network. What his name? Doggone it.
Al Sharpton.
Yeah, there
Yes.
you go. Yeah, I talked to him at least about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And
He used to
down.
be in Bedford Stuyvesant.
Yes,
He
right.
moved to Harlem. Yes.
He moved to Harlem.
He was near
That's the
Boys and Girls High School. He used to be over.
right,
Yes.
right.
Yes. Okay.
So when he moved to Harlem, that's the Black Action Network. Now, a lot of people
Yes.
didn't know that Black Action Network was really started in Brooklyn, but it was a small office. So what happened
Yes.
was he moved it down there to the state building that's on 125th Street in Harlem. And so that's when it really expanded. But originally it started in Brooklyn. So
I remember
now
somebody had he was getting a lot of like remember they started calling him a rat and stuff, so he started having a lot of problems. He relocated to 135th Street. No, it's 145th, and they had a fire, and he rebuilt. So he's the National Action Network. It's on 145th Street in Lenox.
105th Street, right? That's right.
145th, yeah.
Yeah. And so and also when he was coming up, that program, I mean the company that the that was an outreach program when he first started. A lot of people didn't understand it. I didn't know that was an outreach program for our people. So but also I met quite a few people. You know, you remember Gil Noble, like it is?
Yes, Channel 7. Yeah.
Channel 7. I met him. I talked to him about 2 hours. He was doing the story on 125th Street, and then I was like 17, and that was a moment we talked. I said, "Hey, bro, Mr. Gill, I watched you for years and stuff." He said, well, "Young man, what's your name?" I said, "My name is son. I didn't want to like to pose." He said, "You come and talk to me." I had to wait because he had to wait for the cameraman, and they was late, and we was talking to each other for 2.5 hours,
Wow, that's awesome.
and obviously we was talking about different relationships, about the disconnect of the West Indians and the African descent in this country, and we talking about New York, and we was talking about that, and he said, "Don't worry, we gonna work on some stuff like that." And he was talking about Malcolm, the great Malcolm X, that they was best of friends, and he was talking about that was one of the darkest times of his life when he lost his friend, and he was talking about the jazz. He was talking about um the jazz greats and stuff that came up in Harlem that made an impact of different genre of jazz and stuff. He was talking about it. I learned so much of him. I said, my father is a big, big fan. He said, "You want me to sign autographs?" And no, I don't want to. He said, "Get a paper." And that was one of the big times that I signed an autograph and I gave it to my late parents. And I don't know what happened, what they did to it, but I said, "I could have go Gil Noble." And he said, "Nah, you ain't from Gil Noble." And he gave me the card. And I said, "They ain't gonna believe me." And they called him. And they talked to Gil Noble at least about an hour the next day. So that was one of the proud moments because let me explain people. Hey, welcome, Total TV. Thanks, Uncut. Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Please hit the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Share this out. Share this out. We with the lovely 12 Vals. And so what happened was, um, he was a big part of my life because I was looking for a watcher like it is, as you was. You know what I'm saying? And so he had great and also it was groundbreaking too, like it is was one of the few shows that started in 68 he created it, that a lot of people don't know. He created it in 68, and then it
That's
was he
awesome.
brought huh
That's awesome.
yeah, he created in 68, and then the first one was his, I think was his friend. He's a jazz legend. He's Jackie McLean. Yeah, I think it was Jackie McLean, and also he had him again like years later and stuff so like it is and stuff. And I've been watching it for a long time. I used to run upstairs, and so it was like and I remember like it used to come like twice, and it was a good time. So when he passed away, it hurt. It
Yeah.
devastated me because he was that was it was about masculinity, and he was full of knowledge. He was never afraid to talk about people. He was never afraid. He always believed the whole accountable to the black man and whole accountable um black man and the black woman. He always believed our people need to fight for our liberation. He was very big at doing that. And then he said, "Oh, when you come in this country, no matter what it is, you still African." And he pushed that. And wherever Malcolm X was taught, he pushed that. He was very fond of Adam Clayton Powell. Him and Adam Clay Powell was best of friends, and I want people to look up Adam Clay Powell. I did Adam Clay Powell on my main channel, the Underrated Darkness, that I will get back in the near future. And Adam Clay Powell was another pivot role in of our history and stuff like that. But I talk more about that in the near future and everything. So it was so much knowledge from this is crazy.
Well, it's
Okay.
good. Well, at least we both have, and had experience with Al Sharpton. Um, because I was like younger. Um,
Yeah.
I was asked to work with youth through Congressman Towns, Ed Towns. Do you
Oh, okay. Yeah, long
remember
time.
him?
Yeah,
You
the
remember Ed
vet,
Towns?
the vet, the vet. Yeah.
So Congressman Ed Towns was trying to get me in to be a like a youth organizer, which I wasn't interested in because I was already in my 20s by the time I started getting involved in the community in my neighborhood. So I didn't want to work with teenagers. So I was working through Velma Montgomery, which was the senator at the time, no, Assemblywoman Velma Montgomery, and um, Borough President Marty Markowitz. And it was Borough President Marty Markowitz that told me if I stayed in the community for a year, he would appoint me to the community board. So that's how I got appointed to the community board, which they took a picture and they put in the newspaper of my appointment.
Good. That town, that's a giant right there. Brooklyn legend. Been in Congress for years, y'all. A lot of stuff that before gentrification took it down. You know, he was really, especially. I mean, he did the program was throughout New York State of our people. But he did serve, but especially like in New York City, he brought a lot of programs, especially like the ones who go to community colleges, and also extra money to pay for the Pell Grants. Also, he helped build more community centers, and also you know what he also did too. He also expanded the money of special education so we can go more trips to learn about our history.
That's awesome. So when I was like active in the community, Congressman Ed Towns was in position, Assemblyman Roger Green was in position, Al Van and Tish James were working together. You know, like Tish James was an assistant to Roger Green, and she became a council person in the Fort Greene area, and that's how I got introduced to Letitia James. So,
and let me ask
she
you
is now, you know, look how big she is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to ask you. Letitia James, she's a part of Southern District of New York district office, right?
She is the one who was running for governor. She's the head legal attorney who is trying to take former President Trump to court for tax evasion.
So but that was part of the sister part of that's the Southern District New York district attorney, is it? I'm just asking.
I don't know how they break it down, but she is as far as I know, she's the main. She's for all of New York. She's that big. Like she's the main attorney for New York. The whole
the big and the harder they fall. Not yet. You got to hold on to that question. You got another 10 minutes. I'll tell you before when I said another 10 minutes. I'll let you know when we get so she can ask questions. So we got some more stuff to ask. So have you ever worked with David Dinkins, the late David Dinkins?
No, I did not work directly with him, but I was allowed to go to a party at Gracie Mansion where I got to meet him and his wife and take pictures.
Oh, okay. You know, y'all, we talking to a celebrity here. I should have put up.
Yeah, there's people that know me. This is what people here over here don't know.
I didn't know. I should have put on my tie here for this one.
I've been interviewed on WBAI for my work as a community organizer. I've been in the Daily News. I've been in the Caribbean Life. You know, I've had a lot of interesting experiences. And people thought I was going to run for office, and I have no interest in running for office.
Yeah.
Hey, Zero.
Okay, let me ask you this question. As we know that there is a device in New York of different tribes of our Africans, and I want to let you know, how did that make you feel? That different tribes of us as Africans, it's not getting along, especially let's say black Americans, I mean African Americans and the Caribbean, our Caribbean brothers and sisters.
Well,
Why?
I think
God.
it's all about education, right? Because
Mhm.
when I was a teenager, they used to call Caribbeans coconuts, and they used to always say, "Oh, they came over on a boat with coconuts," and you don't hear that now. Like you see, they have really improved their image because like I hear people say, "Oh, Caribbeans think they better than American blacks," and when I was growing up, that wasn't that kind of talk. There was no kind of talk like that. They was always saying
No,
that. They was always saying Caribbeans coming with a coconut. We can't understand
yeah,
them, So when they say, "Oh, they think they better than us," I'm like, when did that switch? It's like funny to me,
yeah.
but
Oh,
I do, it just,
but also I did heard of Caribbeans when I was coming up. They used to call us African Americans Yankees.
they still call us Yankees. Yeah.
There you go. So there is. That's what I'm asking. There is still good stuff. We still gotta work with that. Now,
We don't call. Well, I don't think Americans call Caribbeans coconuts anymore.
no, it's not happening. But the
I
thing,
don't think. I think that even Americans have allowed them to feel more superior than us somehow. Somehow they let that switch because of the home ownership that they have and whatever. But and the fact that they had a lot of jobs. Because now what I hear is like they're like, oh, a Caribbean person will have 3 jobs and stuff, and they try to make like the American lazy. And I didn't grow up with that, not at all.
yeah. I one time,
Bonnie Rose.
huh?
I was saying hi to Bonnie Rose.
Hey, Bonnie Rose. I'm sorry. Let me just start hi. Let me say hi to everybody before we continue. Thanks Zero for your finally for your subscribe to me. He said hi to you, brother Zero. Thank you. I know you're here for. I know you're here for 12 hours, but it's all
Why
right
is
though.
it so ridiculous?
You yo, but me, 12, brother Zero. You know I know the deal, so you know you can't fool me. Tall with TV. Thank Undercut. Thank you for showing up. Very much appreciate, brother Arthur Williams. Thanks for showing up on everything. 12 hours. We really appreciate it. The bigger you know who you are. I'm not going to mention you all that much and everything. Carl Shanry, thanks for being here. And brother pastor. Thanks be. Oh, let me ask this question before. Not yet. I'm not. I just gotta ask a question because I promised brother pastor. 5 more minutes. I'll let you know. But he want to see what happened to them in the hospital.
You talking about the candy stripers?
Yeah. Uh huh.
Like why we don't have that anymore? As far
That's
as
it.
I know, they still have volunteering opportunities in hospitals. I just think that the schools don't initiate it.
Hmm.
Um, because um I was put into my Mount Sinai through the school, my high school. I don't think they have that program, those type of programs anymore, just to the fact that they're not invested in making sure that kids have actual working skills. But you still, like, I know in Harlem Hospital, um they um they have a volunteer program where they encourage people to come and volunteer. And one of the programs that they need volunteers with is their program for teenagers with newborns.
Hmm.
And they have a program there, and you just have to go to like human resources or whatever to talk to the social worker that works with that program. So we still have volunteering in hospitals. It's just that the person has to initiate that individually.
I know that you didn't put your camera up. I want to know why. We just feel like you don't want nobody to see your face. I understand. I understand.
No, no, no. I'm here. I was When we first started, I was still eating, so
Yeah.
we're good.
Oh, you see what you eating?
I had dinner because 9:35 is still time for me to eat.
What you have for dinner? What you have for dinner? I mean,
Oh, I had baked fish with tossed salad and sweet
okay,
potatoes.
I can't handle
Yeah,
big
what
fish.
you
That's all.
had? What you had to eat for dinner? You had
Ain't no,
dinner? Oh,
I'm not hungry yet. I'm not hungry. I had a sandwich earlier with some glass of party mix and some of the juice and stuff like that.
okay. So you did eat.
I'm eat some. I'm gonna have me a little some at wherever this finish. I'm not hungry yet anyway. But it's not good to eat late anyway. It's not good. So, but it's not good. Yeah. So I'm gonna. I ain't hungry yet. But we're gonna get back to these questions here. I'm gonna let you know very soon to put your questions down, folks. Put your questions down. Now, also that I know about you too. Now how I put this. You know what? No. I'm just gonna be the grinder where I'm gonna be grinder, I'm gonna be grinder. You when it comes, I know you heard about my story, what happened to me when I was 11. I don't have to get into that, right? I don't
Just
have to
when
get
you,
it. I don't
just
have
when
to
you
get
were
it.
molested.
Right, okay.
Hmm.
And I noticed how you react. You didn't like it. I'm gonna tell people a little story about this, and then yeah, I'll get to it. When she reached out, 12 hours reached out to me offline, and she talked, and she just let me know I'm here. I'm not gonna, I believe you, and because something happened at her program, at her channel that was very disturbing. So she reached out to me and give me that comfort that that's wrong, and they was a wrong, they was wrong saying that, and she did check them, she did, and I forgot to let you know. Thank you, I thank you so much for that.
You told me that at the time. Yes.
But people didn't know. They probably think, oh, Granny ain't grateful. No.
That's
But I
when I
want people.
first came on your panel. Remember, I came on your
Yes,
panel. That
yes.
was the first time.
Now, yes, that now we're going to speed up right there. Now you notice that I do talk about women molest little boys. Now, let me put this out there too. 12 hours. No, any man or woman molestation, I'm totally against it. Am I correct? Do I talk about that 12 hours?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna put it because she's my witness. I'm gonna put it out there. But I noticed that for you, when women molest little boys, and also women do certain things to men, you get charged up. Why?
I don't think that that's right. And I think we should have the same steam and energy that we have when we get upset and disgusted by men as we do when it comes to a female. I don't think that it should be, I don't think that we should give a pass for any form of abuse, male or female. It's a predator regardless of the gender. And I don't think that we should water it down just because it's a female or make additional excuses for her because you want to give her a pass like she is like right away they'll try to make it like she doesn't know what she's doing and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, hold up, no, she knows what she's doing. And she needs to be handled in the same way we would do with a man because she
So
knows she intentionally did it on purpose and she knows what she's doing.
now, as a black woman, right? As a mother, right? And as a black woman, right, that cares for our community, I just want to let you know, thank you for care for our community. Thanks for fighting for us.
Thank you for caring too.
I'm out. It ain't all about me, but I appreciate that you acknowledge that.
Yeah.
As me being a black man, right? Because I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm being honest. I don't see it of women really fighting for us. Now there are some like yourself But I don't see it and I don't feel it.
Me neither. Me neither.
Huh?
Me neither. I don't feel it either.
I don't see it. Now I want to ask you this question because we're gonna get to the story that remember we talked about it, but although I want people to understand, we're gonna explain that in a few seconds. But by you see what's going on, to disfranchise us as black men and our young black boys, when you see your son leave out the door, what go through your mind when your son talks to a woman that you see that I need to sit you down, son, or with his father too? We need to talk about this.
I talk directly to the female.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Why? And let people know why it's important.
Well, I remember like my son was like, I don't know if he was like 12 or 14, and this like 18 or 21-year-old right in front of me tried to like talk to him. And I was like, what's going on right now? Like, she was clearly a grown woman. And I was like, hello. Like, I don't play with these women. These women are so, I find that some women can be very bold, and you have to let them know that this is not gonna happen here. You know, like, you don't do it blatantly in front of me. And you know, sometimes you have to make that clear to a person, because even though she was trying to talk to him, and I'm talking about, this is like he's like a preteen or whatever, and she was like, well, I'll see you later. Like, she still wasn't even trying to act like she wanted to like stop being you know, seductive, but she did leave the diner. Like, we was in a diner, we was in a public environment.
Wow.
And, she's trying to like talk to my son. Like, you know, it's like so weird. And like I find that you know, some women will try to approach the child. Like, I remember I was walking with my son, and these grown women was like, hello, king. You know, they're grown women, and they was like trying to act like they being so extra praising to him. Oh, hello, king. And I was like, kind of, but they kept it moving, you know, because, you know, I like I'll rear up real easy, and they keep it moving. But I know from my own eyes, my own experience, that grown women will try to sexually approach a child, or these young boys. And it's like, these women are crazy. I would never know if I didn't have a male child. Never.
Yeah. Let me put this in. Now, we're gonna go back. Oh yeah, the story that I sent you to your text, right? Is another woman had molested a boy.
Horrible.
That's in your chat. I mean, that's in your text. You check that out later when you know. We probably talk that offline and everything. Now we're gonna speed it up right now. All right now, anybody that has questions, you can put your questions in the chat right now. You want to ask questions, 12 hours?
Yeah, they can ask any questions.
Okay, good. Now we're gonna bring it back on my channel yesterday. About the story. Tell the people about the story yesterday. And why it hits home with you.
A woman that was married, stabbed her husband to death over 140 times, and that is not okay. I don't give a person a pass for that. That's not okay. You don't take a person's life for no reason at all. So that was very disturbing, and it was it's not really like mainstream news. Like, they have reported it in Florida because this is what's happened in Florida, but it's not like everybody knows about it. And I was happy that Underrated Darkness has brought it to his platform and let people know about it. But that right there is totally wrong, you know, and it's something that somebody has to like say, this is not going to happen again. Like, we can't like let that slide, you know, because this is not okay. She needs to go to jail and nobody needs to play with her. Don't give her no excuses. Don't give her no shorter sentence. That was wrong. She killed her husband in cold blood.
And also, he was disabled.
Right, he was disabled. He had got disabled due to his construction job. Mm-hmm. So, this man wasn't fighting her. She did that. She killed him on purpose. You know what I'm saying, guys? And I thought that was horrible. Totally not okay.
And also go more 12 hours to talk about. After she stabbed him 40 times, she took the meat cleaver.
She hit him first. She hit him and cracked his skull.
Cracked his skull. After she stabbed him 140 times, yo. After. That's premeditated.
Oh, yes. It was definitely premeditated. She changed her clothes and sat in her bed waiting for the police to come. So she knew what was going on. And she was alert and everything. She just chose not to talk to the police because she knows her rights because she had the lawyer.
And so, and also, tell people more while you was on it. Now, it's on my channel now. It's yesterday. If y'all don't believe me, 12 Vows was on the panel. Amanda Gathers was on the panel. Sheila was on the channel later on, and also Cool Gents.
Yep.
They was on the channel. So you don't have to believe me. It's on the channel. It's on my channel. I want you to go check it out. And tell people more while we was talking about, tell people what you was finding out more about the story, please.
Well, I found out through another content creator that the husband and wife was in divorce proceedings, and the husband filed for a divorce in December, and she killed him in February. She killed him February 11th. She did not want to dissolve their assets. They said they was going to split everything in the middle. They had a lot of property and a lot of money between them. And no one really has the motive of why she did this, but she doesn't have a right to do that. So it's still wrong. Regardless of her motive, she did the wrong thing.
Good. Exactly. Cool just said hello, greetings to the chat and you. 12 Vows. So shout out to 12 Vows. Thank you so much. I mean, shout out to Cool Gents. I mean, 12 Vows with me. Twilight's on my head. Sorry about that, yo. Shout out to Cool Gents and everything.
But what struck you? Like the story? Like when you saw that story, what was the first thing that struck out to you?
What struck out to me, it was not like the 140 times, and after that she meat cleave him. Mm-hmm. It's not the I mean, it does count. It's not just the demonic look. It's what the sister was saying, Shana Kima. Right. She had a TikTok account too. She did have a YouTube account. I was trying to look for it yesterday to post that, but I think she took it down because But the way the comments that she, as you know, has she shown, that struck me. Mm-hmm. I was doing the story. Really, let me explain to people like I should talk 12 hours yesterday. The original plan was I was going to do the story tomorrow, the last night. That was the original plan. But I felt in my spirit, it's got to happen right now. And when Shana Kima, she was talking about it, as you see 12 hours, as you being a mother, right? I can't imagine how a woman feels, but I know for me, that could have been me.
Mm-hmm.
How about she did it and got away?
Right.
I think of stuff like that. Yo, Cooker with CER, and also brother CER was in the chat yesterday. I mean, panel yesterday too. So it hit home with me 12 hours that this guy's, it's got to be mentioned. So again, shout out to Shadakimia. Thank you so much. Matter of fact, I seen the story 2 days before that, but it wasn't a lot to coming out
Right.
at that moment. So when Shadakimia came out with it and everything, she was an inspiration. So shout out to Shadakimia. She was an inspiration for me to do this. Because I was gonna wait to do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But she showed up things. Them comments was very disturbing. Oh, how about when what? He dead. So what she was saying, like, in this country, the black man life doesn't count. And why y'all talking like this?
Right. He's a victim.
He's
They had no remorse for the victim just because he's a male. And that's like,
right.
That's not okay. Like they got to stop it. This is like we see an unhealthy pattern, and she was calling it out. She was like, "Hold up, this man got killed. That was like a disabled man, not able to fight back, and y'all don't see nothing wrong with this." She was like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, and let me explain to y'all the same thing that about the same as 12 hours. And you see her face expressions. She was nice to last night. She was nice tonight. Her disposition was totally different. She just nice tonight. But like I said, you just got to go back and watch it. And so, and also that we did experience in the chat. You didn't see the chat yesterday. We did experience that they said, "How about?" I mean, how about what? He's a victim. He died for nothing. But certain people in the chat was making excuses that maybe there's no maybe. And so as for me,
There's no maybe.
There's no maybes. So as for me, I'm repeating certain things that I said yesterday. And brother CER, salute to you, brother CER. Always a pleasure to see you, and peace to you and your family. But honey, I understand what you're saying, and that is horrible. And but this is the thing. He gonna get reprimanded. You hear what I'm saying? You honey, you gotta stop talking just one side of the story. You gotta stop. And I'm saying that is wrong. You absolutely right. That is wrong. But at the same time, stop seeing us as criminals instead of human beings. But when a woman does it, you keep your mouth shut. This gotta stop. I'm calling it out tonight. Sunday, you gotta stop it.
Yeah.
And other women, you gotta stop.
Right.
Yeah, us as men do something. Yes, we would, but the different things. We are being reprimanded. I don't have no problem with that.
Everybody needs to be held accountable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hold accountable. And you gotta stop, Sunday. You gotta stop, because what you doing, you is continuing the gender war. So that means that I can't trust you when I walk down the street. when a woman come there and hit me side my head and keep on shooting me because you gonna look at me and walk away and die. I can't trust you. I'd rather trust 12 vows. Because 12 vows gonna make sure, no, I'm not telling her to get in the way, but I tell she gonna make sure that I'm gonna be fine.
We're human first.
Huh?
We're human first.
You're human first, exactly.
Yes.
And so for me, live by myself and other brothers, I gotta be extra cautious. I mean, I've been cautious, don't get me wrong, but you know, you want to go on a date, I gotta be careful.
You do. You do.
Four Corners Production, thanks for coming. Thank you so much.
Four Corners.
Thank you. Please hit the like, please lit up the like button. I want you to go, go in the chat. I want you to go sub to 12 hours, please. You got a great channel. Yes, you are creating a gender war. You keep on saying men do this, men do that. Yes, you are. Just as if I keep on saying lady, woman do this and woman do that, I am creating gender war. Yes, you are. You gotta stop. Because what you saying right now, you waking up crazy people in social media. It's true. You're waking up crazy people. Nuts. Yo, I'm telling you, they loose off the banana peel.
Right.
They really is. Man, they went some men, women. Thank you for a corner. So you gotta stop, and then people don't understand. But I said I can say what I want. No, you can't say what you're dealing with nuts,
right?
That refuse to get help. And I'm saying this, men and women,
right?
You gotta stop. Now you say everyone have to be careful. No, you need to chill out with what you're saying. And I said the same thing to these men. Now you want to critique of injustices, no problem with that. But this general got to stop. Nah. I do count.
That's right.
I do count. I was made part of God's creation. And I be doggone, and I'm gonna let any woman that is toxic gonna hurt me. No, if I don't take it from some men that are toxic, you think I'm gonna accept with some women that are toxic gonna hurt me? Oh no, that's not happening. No, and we gotta speak to that.
Right.
We gotta speak to that, y'all. You can't be kidding. My parents always used to say, you cannot turn the switch off and on when you want. You want it off or you want it on. That's all I'm saying. Now, you can ask me any question that you want, 12 hours and stuff like that. And again, let me get to the announcement before we continue. Welcome to my channel, my secondary channel, the number one grinder, real talk. You know who you see? That's right, the lovely 12 hours. That's right. She got me in the choke state. When you going to give me chopper? I said, I don't know. You too strong. You probably.
Oh my God! You see this nonsense.
I just mess with you. Okay. See, I just mess with. See, 12 hours told. She said you need to joke around. You need to smile sometimes. So I said okay. I am funny sometimes, you know. I don't know, big. I don't know. You talking. You waking people up. I don't know. You gotta think before you say things, you know. And also, I learned that from my parents. I know your parents tell you the same thing too. You know, you gotta be very, very careful because that tongue is very sharp.
Yeah.
And you have to be very, very cautious like I said, we're dealing with crazy people, and they had evil intent, men and women. They cuckoo. I'm telling you, they harder than a hot sauce. I'm just letting you know right now. They really are. Don't give them no more. You take the hot sauce. They are very touched. Oh, we ain't gonna play those games tonight. Get that person out of here. We ain't gonna play none of those games tonight. Goodbye. We move. No, we ain't gonna play them games tonight. Yeah, so I'm telling you, let me show you the crazy people. You don't have hot sauce because you will not act. You touch like this. No, you cannot have hot sauce. No, you can't. Leave it alone. You gotta be level-headed to do hot sauce. Don't me anything that's spicy. They ain't touched. We gotta stop saying they special. They are touched. They are touched.
They're overly stressed, and we can try to help them get comfortable. They're overly stressed. It's a lot of things.
Why you gotta be sometimes culturally and politically correct?
Because they got multiple stresses.
They touched.
Yeah.
They're very touched.
There's a lot of things been going on, and some people just not caring, and we gotta all, as all of us, we gotta all take our part to play. Okay. But first, we gotta hold people accountable. Somebody stabbing it, nobody. First of all, you don't address your issue by killing nobody. Like, you shouldn't even attempt. Yeah. Like, the fact that she took the knife was that's a no. Like, we gotta make that clear. Like, me and JT agree that we do not resolve our issues with the weapon. Like, once you come and take that weapon out, that's a problem. This is not okay. Like, we're not the way you're going about stuff was already wrong. So her intentions was, once she took that weapon, that was a bad choice.
So let me ask you a question before we continue. If it would have been vice versa, and I want you to be honest with us, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I did it on my channel, right? Yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. Let's be honest. Of your obsession, right? Of your evaluation, do you believe, if I'm saying this right, that the live would be, that the chat would be folded up?
It's a possibility it would be filled up because you have a lot of people, that men and women, that want to be angry with the man in general. So, like, we don't come with the woman with the same energy. Like, we just not, they're not mad with her like that. So once you have the guilty party as the male, you're gonna have people just gathered up. But because it's the female that is the predator here, the one that's the murderer, the one, people they want to just, they're like, look, I ain't gonna touch that. I don't know the story. They don't care to know, and they just want to keep it moving.
Now, another question. We had about good maybe 4 or 5 people yesterday, right? On the panel, right?
Right.
So the same question would have been vice versa. I can get 10. I can get 10 in StreamYards. Do you think the panel would have been folded up too?
It's a possibility, yeah. Because a lot of people take their own personal component to it. Oh, I can relate, and I don't know if you agree with me or not, but I find that even though women are predators out here, I think people find it more relatable when they can get on the bandwagon against the man. When it comes to the woman, they feel some kind of way, And I was on a panel. I was in another live where
Mhm.
The content creator, he was saying that the host was saying that, you know, he was saying that, you got more anger toward the man than the woman, even if she do wrong. And that's it's true. And it was say, but why? He was asking, but why? And people was like, you feel some kind of way. It's already like, they can sympathize more with the female. They
Mm.
won't even attempt to sympathize with the male. It's not okay. So they'll go with the female because they look at her as they want to give her a reason.
And sometimes it's not a reason to kill anybody.
It's never no. You can't do that. It's wrong. Don't do that. What you want to do is you call the police. You do it clearly. You know you gotta leave. You're not happy in the situation. You're gonna have to leave.
And now how old is the stepson? The one called. He was young, right?
It's 41.
Oh, he's 40. He was a grown man. So picture he sees his father,
Your stepfather, yes.
his stepfather.
Mm-hmm.
That I could say that they had a good relationship.
Well,
Then he had to wrap his head around, mommy, you murder what?
right.
So now he might have to go to counsel for that too.
I would imagine all of that
Because
blood.
because he gonna lose
Yeah.
too. And so, are you want to spend like a few more minutes, or are you ready to go and stuff like that? I don't want to keep.
Did everybody get to ask their questions? We're good.
No, everybody don't have no free will. No, everybody has free will. No, that's not true. You cannot say that. You can't say that. Well, free will of what?
Everybody move in peace. Yeah. No, she said everybody. She said all we can do is pray for that. Everybody move in peace, but everybody has free will. People do have free will. They have a
Yeah,
right.
okay, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, that's correct. But what I'm saying, but when you violate that free will of somebody cannot defend themselves,
Right.
that's gone.
Punished. Right.
That's gone.
That's gone. And the wife that murdered her husband is in jail. They did not give her bail and let her get an opportunity to be in the public. No, they have her in custody. She didn't flee, get a chance to leave the state or the country. No,
Yeah.
they
Um,
have her in custody.
I have it in custody. Anybody that wants to donate, my cash app. Let me put my cash app out there. It's JT 53000. Let me put this out there. So, anybody that wants to donate, that'd be greatly appreciated. Or you don't have that, at least hit the like button, hit the bell. That'd be greatly appreciated. And I want to go in the chat and share this out. Matter of fact, let me go. Let me see 12. Cause I gotta look for 12 and stuff like that. Okay. You know what YouTube is. I will subscribe to your channel, and you know what YouTube is. Make it unsubscribe. Good thing I did check it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, man. Yeah. So
Yeah, you're like, that's good. Okay.
about time. You should give me 4 or 5 likes. Oh, give me 6 sometimes, honey. I really is. You really pissed me the F. I'm in a good mood tonight.
That's good. Yeah, stay in a good mood, JT.
Yeah,
I have fun. I have fun, chopping it up with you.
Thank you.
And know that we know these we know, we know some of the movers and the shakers in the society. It's nice.
Yeah, and it goes to show that we, especially New York. I mean, we always have certain things in common, but I find that tonight there's a lot of stuff we have in common that I never knew that.
What you never knew? Like what? What you learned?
What I learned that you fight for programs for men to eat, fathers and stuff. That I never knew that.
That what? What you just say? I'm sorry.
I mean, when you said that you had program, you was in the program.
Yes, 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 yes. Well, because I don't have an issue with men, but I didn't see no link. This link that you said you gave me about this other story. There's no link
No,
in
no,
mine.
no, no, no. It's in your text in your phone. That's what I'm talking.
Yeah, my phone is all I have is the StreamYard link. I didn't have a link to the
Okay,
article.
don't worry. I'll resend it to you in a few. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
When we
Good.
when we get off here and stuff like that. But
Yeah, I've had a good healthy relationship with men. So I don't hate them. I don't identify as an angry black woman. I have had of course some situations with men that I know their name, and I call them out on it. I don't call all men that I've never met, and say that they are the reason why I've been hurt. And if I have an issue with someone and I break up with them, I don't like say I'm never gonna date men again. Like all men is a problem, and I don't think that that's healthy for women to do that. Just because you got disappointed and someone hurt your feelings, you can't act like some stranger that you don't know is gonna do the same thing. It's wrong, and you got to think about yourself, because men get cheated on too. You got to remember that it's not just men cheating on women. Women have cheated on men, and if you're not that type of woman and you feel that you're a good woman, then you can't look at men as every man is a cheater when you don't identify yourself as a cheater. It's wrong. Everybody's not doing everything, so it's just you have to just stop that and believe that the right person is out there for you. And never stop believing that you go. Because if you think you're a good person and you deserve somebody good equally as you are, then just keep going forward. Dust yourself off, get back up, get back in the game, back in the rodeo. Because life is gonna be like this forever. You're gonna be in this game all the time. You want to play it or not, you gotta play this game. It's called life. And in life, you playing if you want to or not. So just get yourself together, get back in there, okay? Don't go, I don't want nobody's right for me. Stop it. Give me that stop it grinder. You know how you go, stop it. Give me one of those. Give me one of your stop it's.
stop it!
Stop it. Like
You're getting on my nerves.
get your mind right. Get back in the game.
Yeah.
You gotta stop. Get back in that game and stop playing. You good. Somebody else is out there.
And
Good.
also, let me talk to these men. All women is not bad. There's some good women out there. You just gotta search out for it. And then that woman hurt you. Don't plant it, because you know what you're gonna do. You're gonna block God's blessing, but that woman gonna make you happy. That believes in your vision.
Right.
Don't do that, because that means you play within in the ginger wall. Me and 12 hours, we trying to know. You know what I'm saying? Now, do we gotta talk about the injustices? Yes,
Right.
but it has to be cut off. Like, now you cannot paint the brush with order.
And we're talking about it because we're not ignoring the fact that it happened to you.
Right.
If a female cheated on you, it happened, right? So we acknowledge that, sympathize with you. But don't go like every woman's doing it. I gotta worry. Stop it. Like now you getting beside yourself. Now everybody's a criminal. So now you're criminalizing everybody. You said you being criminalized. Now you're criminalizing everybody. Stop. Now that might take a process and might take some time for you to be able to do that because you're hurt. We get that. And that's all JT and me is saying. We acknowledge it. You're right. That was wrong. Okay, we're on that. That was wrong. But somebody specifically did that to you. Say that person's name. Recall that person. That person was wrong. Don't go, oh, all Dominicans is like that. All this is all black. Stop. That's a no. I'm not on that bandwagon with you. No.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah. That's it. That's right. Yeah.
Jay Bones, thanks for coming. You caught towards the end. And 12, I want you to stay there after I ended, okay? I want you
Okay.
to stay right there. This has been great. This is another successful chop up, and it's different. I learned that 12 Val, she do fight for black men to be succeeded. I mean, I knew that. I want other people to know in the chat and outside of the room. And also, I know 12 Val that she makes certain stance of a woman that needs to be respected.
Yeah.
And also we have to learn about 12 else that we want hold men accountable, but young women, y'all need to be held accountable too.
Right.
And she stand very firm in it.
So what I also do is I feel that you have to be heard. So I will sit and listen and hear you out. I don't like that some people will talk over you because they get triggered. No, let's hear your side first. Let's be quiet. Hear the whole story. Listen. Listening is important. We got to listen. Be just a sounding board because sometimes people are hurting and you're not allowing them to express themselves. You're talking over them, saying what they should have done, what they should. It didn't happen. Like, can we listen to what happened first? Let's listen to what happened. Let's be quiet and be active listeners. And after the person finishes, give them an opportunity to tell you if they want advice. Because everybody don't want advice because it's over. This is the past. So like sometimes when it comes to the past, they don't need to hear what they did wrong. But sometimes they want to get it off their chest or they've been hurt, something happened, and they need to get it out. Listen to it so you can know what has happened to the man or the female. They've been hurt, and what happened matters. So let it be completely verbalized. Let them get it completely out. Listen to what they said. Don't start ignoring them. Start getting busy doing something else because you're still not hearing. Listen to what they said because it hurt them, and it should matter to you. People allowing themselves to be vulnerable. Listen to what they said, and don't interrupt them, and then give them an opportunity to see if they want you to speak into them, because they're telling you for a reason, but we don't know. Maybe sometimes they don't want to tell you to get advice from you, but they're telling you for a reason. They want to be heard. Listen. And I think that's a great way to just start it. Listen to what they said.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Now, after all of that, like I said, I want you to stay after we end this. But give us your last remarks, please.
I want to say that I really enjoyed myself tonight with you guys, and I appreciate the opportunity to share some of my experiences. And I think that y'all was a wonderful audience. Y'all didn't make me feel uncomfortable, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate you allowing me to be heard. So thank you, and have a good night.
You're quite welcome. I just want to thank you that you take the time, because I know it's not easy sometimes, to spill yourself out. But I'm glad that I told you I would take care of you, and I take care of you, did I?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
I protect you, did I?
Yes.
There you go. I protect black women. The people that, you don't care about black. I protect black women that don't want to be protected.
Yeah, you didn't let me down. You didn't let me down. Number one. Yeah, the number one grinder. Yeah, you didn't let me down.
I told you I'm a number one grind.
You the number one grinder. Yes.
That's right. See that pretty smile right there? I get black woman smiling. Boy.
Yes.
I read you in. Let me stop. But I want to thank you so much. So that's your last remarks?
That's my last part. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna get my last remarks. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you before I make my last remarks. I did interview a boxer.
Yes, this afternoon.
I didn't see you though.
Because I was on the train, but I was listening to
Oh,
you.
that's right. You was on the train. He's a
Yeah.
bantamweight champion. His name is Kevin C. Brooks, former world bantamweight champion back in the 80s. And he doing big things and stuff. I want you to go check him out. Please, I want you to go check that out. Brother Bruce with me, we was interviewing him and everything. It was on my channel and stuff.
The replay if you missed it, guys.
Huh?
I said, I was telling the audience, catch the replay if you missed it.
Catch the replay. Very good. Very good. Very, very good.
He was so happy. And JT was showing pictures of him in his heyday. And he made him, JT made him feel real welcome, real recognized. And he was like telling JT, I don't have no plans for today. He said, I'm here with you. He said, I don't got no plans. He said he was happy. He was right there with JT. And I said, okay, look at that.
See, before I get my last remarks, you gotta learn to give people roses while they're here.
I agree.
We have to understand that. Man or woman.
Yeah.
They do a good job. You don't have to be out there. People do something small that is great. You gotta acknowledge that. You know? And I give people roses while they're here. Oh, just like I forgot to tell you too. There's two brothers that we raised in New York. I'm trying to get them on the channel, get them here, right? And we're gonna talk about the life in New York. We're gonna talk about our struggles. We're gonna talk about the times that we to put our money together and eat. Talk about, we was talking about the world, talk about injustices, play ball, travel, So watch out for that, yo. It's gonna be funny, but it's gonna be serious. And these are the brothers gonna tell y'all about me. That there's some more of me that y'all don't even have a clue. They gonna tell y'all. That how we came up there. And these men are successful, And well, I'm gonna get them in. This is hard because they busy and stuff like that. But don't worry about it. I'm gonna make it happen. And it's gonna be like at night. It's gonna be at nighttime because they both work and everything. Mm-hmm. And so we're gonna talk about the struggles, the disappointments, the disfranchised, get stopped by cops. Our own people trying to front on us. We have to defend ourselves. We're gonna talk about all of that.
That's deep.
Of our life.
Right.
The younger black man. Just giving y'all the blueprint. Tell you the blueprint. It doesn't mean, I'm not saying it doesn't happen around the country. Yes, it does. But I'm talking about New York. How it shaped us to be who we are right now. And y'all gonna hear some stuff that you ain't gonna say JT.
Hey, Information Man is in the house.
Information Man, thanks for coming.
Celebrity.
Thanks for coming. You always catch Information Man, thanks for coming. You always catch it at the end. Salute to you. Thanks for coming, Information Man. Keep up the great work for yourself. So y'all gonna hear some layers that y'all never thought like. What? Yeah. There's a lot more layers about me y'all don't even know. I just don't put it out there. But they're gonna tell, and we're gonna break. And I'm saying it's gonna be something. It's gonna be funny though too. They gonna tell you, oh yo, Took it right down. Shut the fuck up. They don't need to know about that shit. You know what I mean? Run your mouth, run your goddamn mouth too much. But now we go. Y'all gonna know stuff. You're gonna hear about them, how they coming up, and you know how they play ball. You know what I'm saying? That in New York, we play ball, sports. That was the way of life. That was the way. That was our outlet to get away the neighborhoods,
Right.
to get away from all the nonsense. Yeah, we have to come back to it. I'm not gonna tell you everything, but y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna know, and I'm gonna promote it. I'm gonna push it, and I'm looking for y'all. You want to know? It's gonna be night. It's gonna be early night. Oh,
We want to hear your last thoughts. We want to hear your last thoughts too.
Last thoughts too. Okay.
Yeah, we want to hear.
I want to thank 12 Hours. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
You really made a night. I did. I took care of Kevin Seabrook, and you just put the topping on the cake. Ain't nothing but a beautiful black woman put the topping on the cake. I'm on a natural high. I'm gonna sleep real good tonight.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that.
I'm gonna sleep real good tonight. I'm gonna sleep real good tonight. No, stop. All right. Yeah, but I want to thank y'all. Y'all have made my day feel good, and I really appreciate it. But before I continue, if you travel to your destination or home, if you're single or you together, relationship or married, your friends or or your buddies, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That too. Take extra safety precaution out there to protect yourself because the climate out there is real. And we don't want nothing to happen to y'all. And I want to thank y'all so much. Let me cut off the music because the music is done. And I just want to let you know I love y'all. Even if y'all hate y'all, I still pray for y'all. But you can't never, like I say before, you can't stop my grind. My grind is real. And that's it. Have a blessed night. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. This one is Ghost. And again, this is the end of the chopper with 12 valves. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Stay blessed.